Every time I get in the end zone, it's goosebumps right away. I've been playing football since I was a little kid. To still have that feeling of goosebumps, it's an unbelievable feeling every single time you score.
What have you learned about the art of running the football during your time so far in Ann Arbor?
It's the standard of Michigan. All these guys, Blake Corum, Donovan Edwards, Khalil, newer guys, Chris Perry, Mike Hart. For me, how do I set myself up to be in that category? Learn by each of their running styles.
You're rocking the number 23, which is a big time number. What's the meaning of it for you? What made you pick number 23?
It's a mixture of my numbers that I wore growing up, 24 and 3. Michigan as a Jordan school. All the GOATs are the number 23. Wearing that number, you have to have a little bit more pride. Just remembering the greats that played before me and playing for them.
He's handing off the ball and throwing you screen passes. What's it been like playing alongside number 19?
He has some swagger to him playing the quarterback position, and you need that.
Welcome everyone to another episode of The Lab presented by Champ Media. My name is Ben Lyons and I'm excited because this guy has taken time away from finding the hole and getting first downs to join the show today. Jordan Marshall is with us. It's great to see you, man. How you feeling?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well, man. Like I said, when you're getting mic'd up here, I got the chance to be out in Ann Arbor this weekend and watch you have a big game against Washington, a rematch from the Natty from a few years back, and you had a great game. And I just want to know, what's that feeling like when there's 110,000 in the building and you get the call and the bat from number 19 and you find the hole? I mean, what does that feel like? You had a huge game on Saturday.
I mean, it's goosebumps every time you get to step in the end zone and step on that field. So it's just a blessing to be out there and so much fun, again, to have all the support of the Michigan fans and families. And again, I love going out there on Saturdays and putting on for the students, for my family, and for the fans.
You know, when you're out there in Ann Arbor and you get to go to the games, you really feel what a great community is centered around the football team and just the school and the program. You know, you're seeing football alumni guys there, and you're seeing the basketball team and all the different sports and the students and stuff. So what has it been like for you to now be a part of that community as somebody who I'm sure has followed the program for a long time?
Just following the program, like, you just see how each program works and how good Michigan sports are in general, and how we have a standard of how we do things at the University of Michigan. And that's not just sports, but also school. And again, to be in that category with all these greats that have played before me and all the greats that are playing now, it's just a humbling feeling. And every time you step out on campus or wear that block M, it means something.
Something tells me your life as a student a little bit different than mine was when I was there many moons ago. I don't know how often you frequent Mr. Spots, but I would be curious to know what life is like for you on campus. I know obviously being a part of the Team 146 takes up a tremendous amount of time, but what are you enjoying about life in Ann Arbor?
I mean, I enjoy hanging out with my friends. I have a lot of close friends outside of football that are in some of the frats and stuff that I'm close with. So it's good to have a community outside of the football perspective. And I love to go to restaurants and go eat with my friends just around Ann Arbor. Go try new coffee spots is a big thing. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited for the winter, actually. Love the snow.
So this is how you and I are very different. Like for a second where I was like, oh, hanging out with some frat guys and going out and eating food, maybe are like a little bit different. You looking forward to the winter in Michigan?
I love the winter. I'm a winter person. I like the cold. I like the snow. I like to ski. I like to ski when I'm allowed to. But yeah.
That's why that partnership with Wolverine boots makes a lot of sense for you.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And that's the thing with NIL, man. You always hear it that, you know, the advice we get, you know, from different people who come on this show for student athletes is you want to partner with brands that make sense and are a part of your lifestyle. So I could see you continuing to have relationships with brands in like the outdoor space and the winter space and the snow.
For sure.
How are you approaching the world of NIL?
Again, just taking it on the head, learning as I go, and having good people around me to help navigate me through NIL. And um, it's I have a problem with saying no sometimes. I'm always trying to help people and give people a chance. So learning how to say no to certain opportunities and learning how to know which ones are the good ones. But that's probably the hard part of NIL is for me. I've always been so giving and of my time and things. So when I do give to a company, it's going to be 100%. And it's been fun working with these companies and building relationships with these people because you never know where you could be at the end of the day.
Well, you look on your Instagram and there was a moment where you were considering offers for some other schools. So you did have to say no to, I think, Wisconsin and a couple others. What made you say yes to Michigan? And at what point in your life did you realize that playing running back for U of M was going to be a real thing for you?
I mean, you get that feeling when you walk in, like anywhere you walk in, sometimes you just get that feeling like this is home. And I walked in probably the first time and was around the people and was like, I feel like this is home. Like first time I was probably on campus, just the people, the community. I love Ann Arbor as a city. And then Mike Hart, Coach Moore were a big part of my recruiting and um, just how much they bring family and the people into recruiting is something that's big for me. And being only 3 hours away from my family is also a big part. But I mean, Michigan's so much more than football, and I'm gonna set my life up for after football and be successful past football, and that's what's most important to me. That I'm at a school that attacks academics and sports.
What are some of the things you're studying and what are some of the passions you have off the field?
Some of the things that I want like studying is like econ, finding out things about financials, like being an advisor would be cool. I like to deal with money and I like to work with numbers. So something in that kind of field, and then outside of sports, I like to big listen to music. I love to listen to music. Um, love to ski and I love to travel. So when I get time to travel or not be here or Cincinnati, I'm probably somewhere trying to do something new or see new places. And then again, I love food and trying new foods, and that comes with traveling too.
You got to go through and going, man. It's a special time in your life, obviously, playing football, but then pursuing, obviously, all these other interests and areas of, your life. And that's really exciting, man. Have you really, kind of, I don't know, taken a moment, though, to obviously look and say, hey, this isn't going to last forever. But if I'm here, I might as well run the football and enjoy Saturdays because this is a really special kind of window in your life.
Mm-hmm. It's really special. And sometimes I would say all athletes take it for granted and don't realize like the experience we have that I get to play for the University of Michigan, one of the biggest brands ever, and that I get to make money from playing the game I love. Like a lot of people just take that for granted. So just learning how to navigate that and also have fun with the experience that I get to have and the opportunities that I get to have it's once in a lifetime, and I'm definitely making the most out of it every single day, and putting all my effort and love into the game, into the people here, and to the people back home.
You mentioned Coach Hart was a big part of your recruiting process, and now you're running the football alongside Justice Haynes, who we're excited to see get back onto the field. What have you learned about the art of running the football during your time so far in Ann Arbor?
I mean, again, Michigan always has really good running backs. It's a tradition. It's a history. It's the standard of Michigan, and to be in that standard of all these guys, Blake Corum, Donovan Edwards, Khalil, these are newer guys, Chris Perry, Mike Hart. The list goes on and on, and all these amazing running backs. So it's for me, how do I set myself up to be in that category and learn by each of their running styles? And I think me and Justice have a little bit of a different running style, but we both can do. I can make people miss. Justice can run people over. People would say I'm the downhill, more thumper type of back, and Justice is a more make you miss, but I think we both can do it all. And it's exciting learning from such a good running back room. And Coach Alford and Freddie J have been coaching amazing running backs for years and years. So when you have all that knowledge and people to help you become the best, it's truly amazing.
Something that I would imagine is pretty cool for you right now. And we had Jaden Sanders on the show, and he talked about getting to watch Bryce Underwood in practice and how he throws some dots, is what Jaden said. And I would imagine for you, as he's handing off the ball and throwing you screen passes and whatnot, like, you got to be like, wow, this guy's serious dude.
Yeah.
What's it been like playing alongside number 19?
I mean, he's as humble as any kid I've ever met. And that's probably what I love about him is he just puts his head down and he works. He doesn't say too much, and that's just Bryce. And I respect him so much from that. And he has some swagger to him playing the quarterback position, and you need that. All good quarterbacks have a little bit of swagger to him, and being on the field with him, it's so easy. He makes the game so easy for myself, for everybody on the team, and he's becoming better and better every single week. He's communicating better. He's being a better leader, and I truly think he's gonna win the Heisman one day. He's that type of caliber player, and it just excites me for his future. And again, for this program, is that it's in great hands for the next few years with myself, Bryce, Andrew Marsh. We got a Jaden Sanders, like you just mentioned. It's a lot of guys, really good men that are on this football team and going to help lead this football team to another national championship.
There's no better feeling as a fan, Jordan, than when you walk out of the big house after a Michigan win and you make that walk back up stadium and wherever you're parked, or you go to a restaurant or something and you're high-fiving fans and the band is there. Like, it's an awesome feeling for all of us just as fans on Saturdays. But I've always been curious, what happens after a win for you guys? Like, what's the rest of the day and evening like for you?
For me, it just depends. Sometimes I just chill out here with my family, and we just watch movies or just hang out, talk, because my family always is up here, and there's always probably 4 to 6 of them up here, staying here. Sometimes go out and see my friends and hang out with them, but I like to make sure I see everybody, spend some time with my family. Just make time for everybody is something that I also have a hard time with. Is I'm a people person, so I always want to be there with everybody.
It's tough. Your time is so limited, though. You know, you guys practice so much, and obviously academics, and I would imagine that can be a challenge for you to navigate. Is there's only 24 hours in the day, and you try to maximize them, but it seems like you've got to figure it out. You're in a good routine right now, huh?
Yes, for sure. Again, just managing. I mean, I've had to manage it since high school. Went to a private school, so managing that pretty much, it really helped me for coming to Michigan.
Mm-hmm. You mentioned traveling is something you're passionate about, and I always love that when I'm wearing my hat, the coach's hat, the Block M in an airport, you're walking past somebody on the escalator or whatever. Oh, go blue. You know, who's got it better than us? Nobody. Like, these little recognition you get out in the world. Where have you been in your travels where you've been wearing some Michigan gear, or somebody recognized you from the team and you're like, wow, I can't believe I'm here, and there's a Michigan fan?
New York. I went to New York for the 4th of July. It was really cool out there. A lot of people with Michigan stuff all over. San Diego, I got to travel to. There was some Michigan people down there that said "Go Blue," and but yeah, I mean, everywhere you go. I was in Florida earlier in May, and there was Michigan. My whole family was down there. We took a family trip, and we all had Michigan stuff on, and people were coming up to us. So we had like alumni sitting next to us one time on the beach. So Michigan people were everywhere, and it's fun to have all those connections and people everywhere in the world that recognize that Block M.
Not only are you rocking the Block M, but you're rocking the number 23, which is a big time number. What's the meaning of it for you? What made you pick number 23?
So I really didn't pick it, but there's like, so I wore 24 in high school. Um, Kind of grew on me. They gave it to me my freshman year. Was gonna try to get 24 here. Cole Cabana was 24 when I first got here, and then really, my favorite number is the number 3. So I was gonna try to get number 3, and didn't work out. Other people had it. So then Coach Moore was like, "Hey, what do you think about? I think I'm going to put you in 23." He didn't say, "What do you think about?" He said, "I'm going to put you in 23." Um, and I mean, it's a mixture of my numbers that I wore growing up, 24 and 3. And then it's really just grown on me. It all the goats are the number 23. So representing that number, and obviously Michigan as a Jordan school, and wearing that number, you have to have a little bit more pride. And um, I don't know. It's something that humbles me every day, is wearing that number 23, that it's bigger than me at the end of the day. And again, 23 has grown on me a lot, and I really love the number, and I'm trying to make it my own. And again, just remembering the greats that played before me and playing for them.
What's that feeling like, man, when you break a run, when you know you've got some space now and the defenders are behind you and all you see is the end zone? Like, the crowd must kind of just propel you to get it over the goal line. Like, what's that moment like when you're like, oh, there's nobody around for me. It's just me out here. Like, what does that feel like?
Well, the first thought is you can't get caught. So make sure you take off. And I would say, yeah, like the crowd definitely, I usually can't hear the crowd, but when you're taking those big runs, you kind of like feel like the momentum kind of rise as you're running. And even when you run through somebody, like it's the same feeling. So for me, it's feeding off that energy, or feeding off the fans, feeding off my teammates' energy. And it's, again, those long runs. I mean, every time I get in the end zone, it's goosebumps right away. And I've been playing football since I was a little kid, so to still have that feeling of goosebumps, and how much it means to me to get in the end zone and my teammates, to help them win, it's an unbelievable feeling every single time you score.
So I mentioned that I saw you guys play against Washington this year. I was in the building for that. Really special always to come back to Ann Arbor. But I'm also looking forward to going down to Chicago to watch you guys play against Northwestern. You're going to be playing in Wrigley Field. Have you ever played a game in a baseball stadium? What's that going to be like, playing at Wrigley?
I played a baseball game in a baseball stadium. But I think it's going to be really cool. Again, I talk about all these cool experiences we have. This is one of them. This is a really cool experience that we get to play at Wrigley Field, a historic baseball stadium. And again, I'm just excited that I get to do these things. Like, again, I can't take this for granted. How many people have played a football game on a baseball field? So it's going to be fun.
Yeah, that should be a special environment and hopefully not too cold. Although you're going to love it if it's freezing. You're going to be the one guy at Wrigley Field who's like happy that it's 10 degrees.
Yeah.
But that should be a lot of fun. And I know obviously Michigan fans are looking forward to that game against Northwestern at Wrigley Field. But of course, all Michigan fans, and I would imagine all of you, are looking forward to the game. And I think it's really cool that you were Mr. Ohio, the best high school football player in the state. And now you're going to be playing against Ohio State. So what does that feel like? And what are you looking forward to most about the game this year?
I mean, it means a little bit more. Um, Last year, again, hands down, my favorite Michigan experience so far is beating those guys at their place. But again, it just means more being a guy from Ohio who knows all about the rivalry, who knows that Ohio State fans hate us, truly hate us. And it's just another level of pressure that is added to my plate, and also it's something that I look forward to every single year. Again, I take each game one by one, and when that one comes, I know what time it is, but it's a different type of mindset. And again, I'm excited for that game. I know the boys are all excited for that game, and again, the opportunities are all in front of us, and that game is, again, it's the game for a reason.
I was texting my cousin, who's a diehard Ohio fan, last night because the Knicks were playing the Cavs, and I'm a Knicks fan, so we were going back and forth, and then inevitably it turns into Michigan and Ohio when the two of us start, texting back and forth. And I said, hey, maybe you guys will get 2 passing yards in the fourth quarter this year. Who knows?
Go Knicks.
That's right. Yeah, the Knicks are looking great. Can't win them all, Jordan, unless you win the first one. You know what I mean? So.
Me and Deuce went to high school together.
Oh, you went to high school with Deuce McBride, really?
Yes.
I love that.
He left right before I got there, so we got close just through Moeller and my high school. But been out, got to go to a courtside game in Miami and see him play, and yeah.
Oh, it's pretty cool, man. Clearly, you're a fan of all sports. You talked about playing baseball. You're friends with Deuce McBride, obviously playing basketball over the years and skiing. So what advice would you have for, young football players out there who, when it starts to get serious and you're playing your sport, just about playing other sports? Because clearly you were a great athlete growing up and played all the things.
I mean, it's a credit to my mom. She put me in everything, to give me the opportunity to do everything. I baseball, wrestled, track. I tried it all, and fell in love with football, but make sure that if the kids want to play a certain sport, or give them the opportunity to try everything, because again, they could fall in love with dancing, or I love to dance. My mom almost put me in hip hop when I was a little kid, but again, just take advantage of all the opportunities you have in high school growing up, because when you get to this level, it's turning more and more into a job. And a business, but at the end of the day, you have to have fun with it. If you're not having fun, then again, you probably shouldn't be doing it or playing the sport. But for me, is just realizing that this is a game, and I love this game, and I've been playing this game since I was a little kid. So no matter what, have fun playing the game. Don't ever, again, make it feel like a job. This is something that I get to do, something that I love to do, and I have fun doing it every single day. It beats my body up, but I love that feeling of being a little sore the next day from practice or a game, and again, just not taking anything for granted. Life's short; you only live once, so do everything you can to play at that next level, to have fun, and to enjoy the time you have.
I would imagine you have a lot of fun with your own football camp. I mean, that's pretty cool that you have a camp for kids. Tell me about the camp. How did it start? When's the next one? And what do you love about having your own camp? It's pretty cool.
So I just love to give back, especially to the kids and the people. Always have believed in that, and throwing my first camp back at my high school was a really cool experience. We had a great turnout for being the first one. Something that I'm definitely looking forward, and I got to spread the word kind of about mental health, which is, I think, something that a lot of athletes and people struggle with in general, is mental health and how to navigate that. So I got to talk to the parents and the kids just about mental health. And at the end of the day, I always say it's bigger than football. I have my platform to teach and to help people with life. And football's taught me so much about life, and my experience have taught me so much about life. But I plan on throwing a camp in Cincinnati and one in Michigan this year. So having two to make sure that I'm tapping into both communities and um, trying to bring a community around not only back home, but in Michigan as well.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, congratulations on that. That's really exciting. I would imagine that is a good time to play camp counselor and give
Yeah.
to the kids like that. You talk about your body taking punishment from playing running back, and I would imagine you have a really rigorous recovery program or routine. What are some of the things you do that are maybe a little outside the box, whether it's different ways to work on mental health or different ways to recover for the next game? Walk us through your routine, just in terms of recovery and how you maintain your body.
For me, it's just listening to our trainers and also doing extra stuff. Justice has taught me a lot about the recovering process and things that he does. I like getting needled, which is like acupuncture. Um, just started doing some cryo stuff, and I love the infrared saunas. Um, but anything that I can do to get my body feeling right. I'm a big Epsom salt bath person. Um, Stimulates the muscles, get them warm, and helps with recovery. But again, and also eating right is a big thing that helps you recover. So making sure that I'm tapping into all of those things that I can be the best when it comes to game days and Saturdays.
See, this is where you and I are different, because if I had a big Saturday in Ann Arbor, my recovery on Sunday was like Zingerman's, a Reuben, maybe a pitcher at the Brown Jug. That was my recovery on Sunday. A little bit different than Jordan Marshall.
Yeah, on Sunday I'm pretty low key though. Like wake up, go get treatment, and then I pretty much am home all day, just laying around watching TV, watching football.
Yeah.
Order, I usually order hibachi to go and just chill at the house all
Wait,
day.
come on. Challenge flag on the field right now. Hibachi to go. The whole point of hibachi is to watch them make it in front of you. You get it to go?
Yeah, I got it. Like I can't go sit at hibachi by myself.
I told him I was friends and family and everybody and your people person. And sometimes
Yeah.
I find of his friends to come
So,
have hibachi with you on Sunday in Ann Arbor.
well, Sunday it's like my family comes. I'm like, all right, you guys got to get out about 2 or 3 o'clock so I can have some alone time.
Sure. What's some of your other favorite spots in Ann Arbor? Put some places on. Where do you like to go eat? And you mentioned being a coffee guy. Like, what are your places?
So I would say my places are. I was a big Mr. Spots person freshman year, and then I have not been recently. Um, but I would say right now my go to places to eat are. I'm a big. We've been going to Black Pearl a lot. Me and a few friends. Um, Somewhere else I like is Eggy's. They do breakfast sandwiches, really good. And then other food, Maize and Blue. Love Maize and Blue. Really good. The chicken cutler is amazing. And then some coffee places is Rue's Roast. I really like. I really like it's called Next Door Cafe. It's right next to Zingerman's. Really good coffee spot. Um, but yeah, I love Vertex is a good coffee spot. But again, I try to ask people where they like to go and go try them out. Bo's Bagels is new on campus. Really good bagel spot.
I just went to the Hen for the first time over on Liberty. They make
Amazing.
great breakfast
Amazing.
tacos
Yeah.
and a great coffee bar as
Amazing.
well. Shout out to the Hen for real.
Yes.
Lastly, you talked about the partnership a little bit with Wolverine boots and some of the companies and brands you're working with, but what else is on the table? I know you're working on a merch line. I mean, you got a lot of stuff going on, man.
Yeah, I'm working on some stuff, some trading card stuff as well. Um, Trying to get this hat out. That would be really cool. Um, Working with some brands back home. I'm in the process of trying to start my own foundation. Um, but yeah, just trying to. It's hard during season to do all these things, so good to have a team around me and talk to these people that can give me the resources to start a foundation and to get things started.
One of the things I love is you got one of those caricature tees on Champion Circle's NIL shop. What's that been like, seeing those pop up around campus? Or I don't know, tell me a little bit about how that came together.
I mean, again, just anything that the fans like or they want to see, I'm all for it. And again, just making the fans happy is something that I'm excited, and bringing community around Ann Arbor and for the team and helping our team make money, myself make money it's amazing.
All right, we asked everybody who comes on the lab this question. What did you do today to beat Ohio State?
I got up at 7 o'clock to go get treatment this morning. Did not want to get up, but again, you think about beating Ohio State, or this week beating Michigan State, and just remember that it's bigger than yourself. At the end of the day, there's always somebody counting on you to do something, even when nobody's watching, or I could have stayed asleep, but making sure that I get up and I'm a team guy, putting the team over myself, making sure I do that every single day.
I'm liking the vibes around Team 146, Jordan. I really am. You guys have had some adversity, but you're coming together during the heart of the season. We've had some great guys on the show so far. We had Davis Warren, we got yourself, Jaden Sanders, Mikey Keene, a bunch of guys. So I'd be curious who you would like to see next pop up on the lab. Who would you like to see from Team 146 sit down and chop it up with us?
I would say Andrew Marsh would be a good one. Again, just really good person, good kid. And Andrew Sprague would be probably two people that I would say would be really fun and entertaining as well to get on the show.
All right, we'll put in the requests. We know some people who know some people. We'll try and figure it out. I want to get Dominic Zvada on because I think not only is one of the best kickers in the country, but I'm hearing he's a pretty decent golfer. That's been the rumor going around.
He's pretty good.
Yeah,
I don't think he could beat Dave. But
he's the guy, huh?
Yeah. Davis is the guy, and then I think Dom would probably be second.
Yeah, I got a chance to play with Davis out at TPC Michigan, and I think his tee shots are still going. Like now it's like a year and a half. Like the guy can hit it a ton. You grow up in Southern California, a little different. You're playing golf in January. He's got the image, a Midwest guy like yourself. But Dom's an incredible kicker. How are you trying to kick field goals? We were out on the field on Thursday at the MSBC conference and watching all of us yokels try and kick extra points. It wasn't pretty. Something tells me you as a natural athlete, though, should your number be called, you might be able to pull into the uprights.
I mean, if they needed me to do it again, I think I could do it. I think I could do it. I actually got to walk down at the conference and see some people kicking field goals, so it was funny.
Brings a smile to your face.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, I appreciate you, man, taking some time out of the busy schedule to hang out with us, and I wish you nothing but the best and a lot of success during your time in Ann Arbor. Enjoy it, all right?
Thank you so much.
Good stuff. Jordan Marshall hanging out in the lab. My name is Ben Lyons, and you're watching Champ Media. As always, go blue.